Arsenal advances to EFL Cup semi-finals after penalty shootout thriller against Crystal Palace. In a nail-biting encounter at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal and Crystal Palace faced off in the EFL Cup quarterfinals. After an intense match that ended in a 1-1 draw, Arsenal triumphed in the penalty shootout. Goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga emerged as the hero, saving the decisive penalty to ensure Arsenal's place in the semi-finals of the tournament. Arsenal Football Club has once again demonstrated its resilience and tenacity by advancing to the semi-finals of the EFL Cup following a gripping quarter-final match against Crystal Palace. The contest, held at the Emirates Stadium, showcased not only the rivalry between two London clubs but also the tactical prowess and determination of both teams. With a final score of 1-1 after regular time and a penalty shootout victory, this match is a testament to the electric atmosphere that the EFL Cup generates in English football. The build-up, expectations, and stakes. As both teams prepared for this crucial quarterfinal tie, the stakes were high. Arsenal, with a rich history in the EFL Cup, aimed to claim another piece of silverware, while Crystal Palace sought to establish their credentials as a formidable force in domestic football. The Emirates Stadium was filled with anticipation as fans from both sides hoped for a thrilling display of football. Arsenal's journey thus far. In the lead-up to this match, Arsenal performed admirably in previous rounds of the EFL Cup. With a blend of experience and youthful exuberance, Mikel Arteta's team had dispatched their earlier opponents with relative ease. The Gunners were keen on maintaining momentum, especially after showing promising form in the Premier League. Crystal Palace, the underdogs. Crystal Palace approached the tie as underdogs, yet their recent performances indicated a team capable of causing an upset. With a mixture of seasoned veterans and emerging talents, the Eagles aimed to capitalize on any opportunities presented to them. Manager Roy Hodgson had emphasized a tactical approach, and his side was determined to make a statement at the Emirates. Match overview. First half, tentative start. The match commenced with both teams adopting a cautious approach. Arsenal looked to control possession, utilizing their dynamic midfield trio to dictate play. However, Crystal Palace's defense, marshaled by the experienced Marc Guéhi, stood firm, absorbing pressure while looking for counter-attacking opportunities. The first significant chance of the game came in the 80th minute when Arsenal's Bukayo Saka weaved his way through the Palace defense but failed to convert. The home crowd erupted with hope, but the early excitement was met with a solid defensive display from the Eagles. Arsenal strikes first. As the half progressed, Crystal Palace began to find their rhythm. In the 90th minute, a swift counterattack caught Arsenal off guard. Marc Guéhi broke down the left wing before delivering a precise cross to Odsonne Edouard, who expertly finished past Kepa Arrizabalaga, putting Palace up 1-1. The goal sent shockwaves through the Emirates, but Arsenal responded with increased urgency. The Gunners pushed forward, attempting to find an equalizer, which they finally did just before halftime. Arsenal's equalizer. In the 90th minute, Arsenal equalized through a well-worked move initiated by Martin Odegaard in midfield. A beautifully weighted ball found Gabriel Martinelli, who evaded a tackle and delivered a sublime cross into the box. Gabriel Jesus, ever alert, capitalized on a defensive lapse to head the ball home, sending the Gunners into halftime with renewed hope. Second half, a tactical battle. Arsenal's dominance. The second half began with Arsenal rejuvenated. They dominated possession and created numerous chances, fueled by the attacking prowess of Martinelli and Saka. Defensive errors by Palace became more frequent as they struggled to contain Arsenal's ferocious attack. Kepa Arrizabalaga, Arsenal's goalkeeper, was also called into action, making an incredible save to deny Edouard a second goal. His performance was pivotal in keeping the Gunners within reach of victory. Palace's resilience. Despite the pressure, Crystal Palace showed remarkable resilience. The Eagles shifted their formation, aiming to absorb Arsenal's attacks and hit back on the counter. Players like Noni Madueke and Eberechi Eze began to find spaces on the flanks, adding to their momentum during the latter stages of the match. As the clock wound down, both teams had opportunities to take the lead, yet neither could find the finishing touch. As full time approached, the match remained locked at 1-1, leading to penalties to determine who would advance to the semifinals. The penalty shootout, drama and tension. The atmosphere in the stadium was electric as players and fans braced for the impending penalty shootout. Both sets of players knew the importance of each kick, and the tension was palpable. Arsenal's penalty takers. Arsenal stepped up first, with their players confidently converting the initial 3 penalties. Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice, Mikel Merino, Leandro Trossard, William Saliba, Ricardo Calafiori, Jurrien Timber, and Bukayo Saka all found the back of the net, putting Arsenal in a strong position early in the shootout. Palace's response. Despite the pressure, Palace's initial penalty takers managed to score their first 2 attempts. However, when it came to the crucial 3rd penalty, Kepa Arrizabalaga showcased his shot-stopping ability, diving to his right to deny Zaha's effort. The decisive kick. After both teams exchanged successful penalties, the final moment arrived. Arsenal held a slender advantage as Kepa stood ready to face Palace's last penalty taker. The stadium held its breath as Ayew stepped up, but Kepa, displaying remarkable composure, saved the attempt, sending the Gunners' supporters into raptures. Post-match analysis. Key performers. Kepa Arrizabalaga emerged as the standout performer, not only for his match-saving performances, but for the composure he displayed throughout the penalty shootout. His presence between the sticks proved vital, demonstrating the importance of a reliable goalkeeper in high-pressure situations. Mikel Merino's contributions were also notable, as he not only scored the equalizer, but also provided a constant threat to the Palace defense. Martinelli and Saka's performances showcased their growth as players, bringing fresh energy to the Arsenal attack. Tactical insights. Mikel Arteta's tactical decisions paid dividends, particularly in the second half when Arsenal dominated possession. The shift to a more attacking formation allowed the Gunners to create numerous chances, while the resilient defensive efforts shaped the team's ability to bounce back after conceding. For Crystal Palace, the match highlighted their capacity to compete at a high level, with a performance that, despite the defeat, showcased their tactical acumen and fighting spirit. Arsenal's progression to the semi-finals of the EFL Cup comes as a testament to their resilience, skill, and fighting spirit. The quarter-final clash against Crystal Palace will be remembered as a thrilling encounter filled with drama, showcasing the best of English football. As the Gunners look ahead to the semi-finals, fans can take pride in the team's performance, while Crystal Palace can hold their heads high, having given their all in a closely contested match. With the semi-finals on the horizon, both Arsenal and Crystal Palace will reflect on this encounter, using the experiences gained as they pursue their respective goals in the EFL Cup and beyond. This news provides a comprehensive recap of Arsenal's thrilling quarter-final match against Crystal Palace in the EFL Cup, highlighting key performances and tactical insights while examining the intense dynamics of this celebrated fixture.